Welcome.
We
are back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Free Gems Podcast, episode 96. You know what I'm saying? We 4 away from 100, man. We written real close on episode 100.
Four away
from a century. 4 away from a century. Yes, sir. And we want to give a special
Three digits.
Special big shout out to the Bravery Studios. Special shout out to Marv, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me? At Marv the producer on
Yes, sir.
Instagram.
Well, y'all already know. If y'all go on Instagram, man, go to the Free Gems Podcast Instagram. We tag everything in there. You can see exactly where we recorded. You can see exactly who's the mastermind behind the production. Y'all go ahead, tap in. If y'all need any podcast recorded, we in Garfield, New Jersey. But on that note, have you been seeing what's been going on in the news recently?
There's a lot of news going on.
Listen to me.
Which one are you referring to?
I'm referring to, listen, there is a young man by the name of Young Dolph. And Young Dolph, listen, let me explain something to you. So Young Dolph, if y'all don't know, very prominent rapper. You know what I'm saying? He was a
R.I.P. Flipper.
R.I.P. to Flip, R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Young Dolph is, Memphis legend. Came up in the independent route under the Gucci Mane umbrella, low key, but quickly took off on his own thing. Cool. He was murdered in 2020. You know what I'm saying? While out getting some sugar cookies for his family or whatever.
At the cookie spot.
Long story short, if you don't know, so Young Dolph has a lot of influence and pull in the city of Memphis. There's also another artist in the city of Memphis by the name of Yo Gotti. This is when shit gets tricky. Yo Gotti and Dolph was beefing for years leading up to Young Dolph's murder. So a lot of people have been speculating, it was Yo Gotti's people who had something to do with it, da-da-da-da-da. Yo Gotti's been laying low from that. He's been denying that at all costs, But then if you remember, one of Yo Gotti's artists, Black Youngster was talking. Caught up in a situation in 2018 where allegedly he rented the vehicle that was used to shoot at Young Dolph during a CIAA weekend in North Carolina, which is like a big weekend. There's like college basketball going on, a bunch of performances, all that. Cool. So It's been no secret that they've been beefing back and forth. Black Youngster beat all those charges, so I can say allegedly he beat all those charges. He didn't get convicted of anything for that. But ever since the death of Young Dolph, it's been Murderville in Memphis.
Yeah, it's been.
And Memphis already likes to do a lot of murders. You know what I'm saying? Memphis is always like top 10 murder capitals in America, but it's a different level of spinning that's been going on. So I don't know if you heard the news.
I know. Say it. I already know what you're talking about.
Anthony Big Jook. I forget his last name, but Yo Gotti's older brother was murdered, I believe, on Monday, right after a funeral, which is fucking crazy.
Right after the funeral.
Right after a funeral of his uncle, who was allegedly a legendary kingpin in Memphis. So right after the kingpin funeral, here goes Big Jook, and I mean, Yo Gotti being as prominent a figure that he is in the streets of Memphis. His brother is right at that level, just without the music part involved.
Yeah.
But everybody knows Big Juke.
Everybody in Memphis knows him.
Everybody knows Big Juke. So I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think that this is a product of them still spinning 3 years later? Or is Yo Gotti's street beef so deep that this could be from anywhere? Because I'm panicking for everybody in Memphis right now.
Well, it's a very unfortunate situation anytime something like this happens, especially after a funeral. I did see
after the funeral was great.
I did see Young Dolph affiliates taunting after the fact.
Of course they're gonna talk their shit. We in 2024. That's what we do.
Course, yeah.
If you die, we smoking on you the rest of this year.
Yeah, that's what they was literally doing. Is it connected? I don't know, man.
Listen.
It could be. It could absolutely be connected, but this is too much. It's too much. It's too much. And you talking about people's lives. You feel me?
Hey, listen. What I do know is that when Young Dolph died, they literally had a state of emergency in the city of Memphis. They told everybody stay home, and immediately within 24, not even 24 hours, within like 4 or 5 hours, like 3 people died, like immediately. I don't know if you remember this.
I don't.
Listen, if you look into this case, every single person that had anything to even remotely do with this shit is either dead or in jail. Literally. There's been like 8-10 murders behind this shit, and there's been like another like 10-15 people arrested behind this shit. Like, it's been, and I'm talking about, that's just the Young Dolph side. We have no idea what's going on, who's been arrested from the Young Dolph side that committed anything against the Yo Gotti side. Like, it's been nothing
and
but
beefing for years.
Yo, bro, they was beefing for years before that, but I don't think it was actual bloodbath till they killed Dolph. Because once they tried to kill Dolph, he went on the whole tirade. He made a whole album. 100 Shots, made a hit out of it. And was taunting at him, was talking crazy. He actually took a lot of shots at Big Juke in that song. You know what I'm saying? He kept talking about, he's like, I'm not beefing with your big sister. He was really talking about Big Juke. He just kept referring to him as his big sister. So
I remember that album.
Listen, man. Great album, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out to Young Dolph, man. He was a goat.
Paper Route Empire.
Shout out to the whole Paper Route. Key Glock is doing his thing, man.
Key Glock is doing his
thing.
But
that's neither here nor there. So back to Yo Gotti, Big Jook situation. You want to know my thoughts on this? I think Yo Gotti's gonna end up in jail, son.
You think so?
I think Yo Gotti's gonna end up in jail, son. I hope not. But if he got something to do with it, I mean, it is what it is. But like,
you think he's the next Puerto Rico?
I think Gotti is on his way, and he knows it.
You think he on deck?
Listen, he's on deck for sure. That's why he's paying. That's why he's not saying he. Listen, that same funeral that they went to, that Big Jook died at, that same funeral, Yo Gotti showed up on a private plane. When he got off at the airport, it was 20 police officers, another like 10 security guards with him. He had like 5 blacked out suburban trucks. That's just at the airport.
That sound like
they had a convoy, all of them.
That sounded like the president.
He was escorted to the funeral. He was there for 20 minutes with them same police. I'm talking about they blocked the entrance. They had all the vehicles around him for him to walk in. He paid his respects for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. Got up out of there with that same convoy, went directly back to the airport. He's not playing.
I was gonna say, and the legend and the aura of Yo Gotti has really taken off within the past 5, 6, 7 years. Before you feel me?
Yeah.
He's moved up to that mogul status as of real recently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people that know Gotti from the early 2000s or even the early 2010s, feel me? He was really more like, up front and
street
in the
level.
street. Yes,
Yeah.
he was really street level, but now he's really moved up to executive and. So I feel like I don't even think you're wrong in saying that. I think right now it's just about he's at a level right now where he doesn't have to get his hands clean anymore.
Yeah, nah, it don't work like that. Ain't no statute of limitations to this murder shit.
There isn't. But I'm talking about how he's moved in the past 5, 6 years versus how he moved before. You feel me? He's moving presidential now, legit, as you can see.
Yeah, nah, I mean, Yo Gotti, if you know, you know. Yo Gotti was one of the streetest dudes ever, and like he came from under the Gucci Mane umbrella too, like high key. Yeah, they everybody I named Gotti and Dolph both had their own independent ways, and they were taking off in the city. But the second they linked up with Gucci Mane, it just like took them out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Gucci Mane jumped on the White Girl remix with Yo Gotti, that shit went out of here because then Nicki Minaj jumped on that. That's when Yo Gotti really took off.
You're right.
No, it wasn't White Girl. I'm thinking about 5 Star Chick. I'm tripping.
Oh, okay.
I'm tripping. But he had another one, Bricks, Off-White Bricks. That's a Gucci Mane song. No, I'm thinking about 5 Star Chick. Pardon me.
Yeah.
5 Star Chick. That's that shit.
And then Nicki hopped on that.
Gucci and Nicki hopped, and then that shit took off, and Yo Gotti hasn't looked back since.
And I remember that him and Gucci Mane were beefing back and forth, and I feel like it had to do with Gucci's affiliation with Dolph.
Eventually, they ended up beefing because when Gucci went to jail, there was also they have a lot of documentation like documentaries on YouTube explaining that Yo Gotti used to fuck with Keisha, which is Gucci Mane's wife. That's where the problem really lied. That Yo Gotti used to be with, like, that used to be one of his little joints. Though it wasn't like wifey, it was just one of his joints. Gucci wasn't really feeling that. Plus the affiliation with Dolph didn't really help it. So him and Gucci parted ways a long time. And while Gucci was in that jail stint from like 2013 to like 2016, when he did that 3 years, they completely fell out, and they definitely never really seemed to have rekindled that flame. But a lot of it, of course, has to do with a woman. Somehow, some way, there's a woman at the end of all this.
I swear.
But definitely, the Dolph affiliation definitely had a big a big stain on a big smudge on their relationship for sure. But
it's, every time we talk about one of these, man, it's just very unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate situation.
And I don't know, man. It's just the streets and rap has just the way it's blended together. It's terrifying, son. Like, it's terrifying. And I'm telling you, if you look at, so allegedly the reason why Big Jook was murdered is because of the simple fact that the dudes who went to go kill Dolph apparently were promised $100,000.
I heard about it.
Mind you, it was like 3-4 motherfuckers. So I don't know what they was planning on doing with $100,000 between 4 people, but $25,000 is not going to change your life. $25,000 is going to give you one lit month before you blow that, because you're gonna blow that.
You're gonna blow that.
On top, so apparently that $100,000, they ended up only getting $40,000.
I saw a video where someone was saying how Jook put $40,000 on Dolph's head.
Well, either way, if you crashed out for 40,000 between 4 people, gang, you are bugged out. But apparently, I heard it was 100, and then they didn't give up the other 60, and that 60 might as well have been on his head for that. It's
this is
all allegedly, by the way.
It's all of course, and it's not only about the money. It's about the stain as well. For me, like, it goes beyond the money. You know what I mean?
It's like you got to be an idiot to go commit a high profile murder for 100,000, bro. Come on, my nigga. I need an M, especially when you talking to people who got it. Like, we need that M. I ain't gonna lie, because right now,
and you probably talking about people that don't got it.
They don't, for sure, don't got it. Anybody that's willing to go crash out 40,000, nah.
You feel me? They talking about people that don't got it, and now you feel me? If I do this, I can be the right. You feel me? I can move up in the rank. Like,
no, you can't. You're going to jail. That's the thing. You can't move up in the rank. People gotta think, man. Like, how the fuck do you play? Because the thing is, the dude who killed Straight Drop is one of the dudes. Straight Drop is a rapper from Memphis who was actually real close to Gotti. I mean, to Dolph, and they used to be in videos together and all that. He turned around and killed him. You know what I'm saying? He's allegedly one of the shooters. So it's like, man, it's crazy. The people right next to you turn around and kill you for a couple of dollars, and I mean, they might have had a fallout or whatever, but was it really worth killing you? No, the money is what really helped it. Like, okay, here's the final motivation, but it's like, bro, you got to think bigger than that. Like, how do you think that killing somebody that's high profile at that, how do you think that's going to help benefit you in any way as far as like popularity or your status in the rap game? Like, you're going to jail. That's where that's going to end at.
They don't think about the repercussions. They just
it's sad. I mean, not for nothing too. In places like Memphis, man, 40,000 to get you 40,000. You think it is? You think you're rich after 40,000 in somewhere like Memphis? But
absolutely.
Because it's the trenches out there. But you know, it's unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. Actually, I got a question for you.
Yeah,
random, question.
What's the question?
All right, very random. So, if you had to lose one of your 5 senses, which one would it be? So you got taste, hearing, touch, smell, and sight.
Well, we not losing no sight. That's the we not doing that. We definitely not losing hearing. I don't think I'm ready to go deaf.
Okay.
If I can't smell, I could taste. Matter of fact, COVID told me yes you can. I might not be able to smell, but I could taste.
Okay.
Do I really need to smell shit the rest of life? That actually might be a benefit. I ain't gonna lie. Because I can't, I mean, you know how many times you've been in situations where, you know what I'm saying? You in the nitty gritty, you fucking, and then it's like, oh, and shit go left. All of a sudden, whoa, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
So that might end up helping you, you know what I'm saying? But you might be in some taut pussy and you might not know it because you can't smell it.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be a problem.
That might be, exactly.
That might be a problem.
Not knowing is not knowing bad, not knowing worse.
Hey, ignorance is bliss, right? Hold on, though. Okay. Touch.
Feeling.
Hell no. No, that's out. That's out. What the fuck? Then we not fucking. What's the point of fucking? Like, okay, that's out. We not doing that. And taste. Nah, I need taste. Smells a dub.
All right, so
smell gotta go.
Okay.
Fuck smell. Okay. Taste is amazing. Food is amazing. Pussy's amazing. Everything's amazing. Drinks are amazing. Like, what? You're bugging.
Okay.
Some of the greatest things. We done fought wars over things that taste. Like, do your research. The motherfuckers in Europe was looking for spices. Like, taste is literally, it might have influenced the whole slave trade for all we know.
Okay.
High key.
Okay. So taste is your answer. Final answer. I respect that answer.
I take smell. What about you?
Me? It would have to be taste.
Taste?
Yeah. You know, I'm all right. Let me break it down.
So everything's just gonna be bland to you forever?
Nah, listen. All right, you can still taste. You can still feel textures and stuff. Feel me?
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, it would be taste, and the reason is, I'd be the healthiest motherfucker ever. I would only eat healthy, because I wouldn't be able to taste it. It's only textures. You feel me? And I feel like your nose helps your, like, if it smells good, you feel me? I feel like that aroma would kind of, like, even though you can't taste it, feel me? Like, I have sinuses sometimes when I'm eating. I can't, I can't really taste it sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd eat the healthiest alive. Okay. Everything I would eat would be healthy.
I see what you
feel
did.
me? I would not eat no junk. Yeah. You feel me? I would not eat no sweets.
Nah, you're bugging though. It's because I already know what that stuff tastes like. So it's like, bro, some of the greatest things on this planet is like contributed to taste.
No, that's a fact. But
without it, what is it?
But that's a fact. But a lot of us get in trouble with our diets at the same time. As
Fuck
far
a
as
diet.
health.
You ever lick the bitch out the shower? Like, you're bugging. What?
Nah, you're right.
I need that taste. Nah, you're bugging. I need the taste. Need taste.
That's me personally.
I'm not going.
Because I feel like taste and smell is very connected. You know that.
Yeah, they are
very connected. So like, I feel like if I'm able, like, if I smell her right out the shower, feel me? I feel like that'll also
help you.
Yeah. That's my person. I would only drink water. I would only eat healthy. I'm not eating no junk. I'd be on a crazy health kick, and it would all just be textures. You might not be able to taste the flavor, but you can still taste spice because spice is technically not a taste. What? Spice is like pain.
Whoa, you just fucked my head up. That makes sense though.
Spice is not technically not a taste. Not part of your taste buds. It's pain.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You just blew my mind.
Pain sensors.
What? Yo, you just fucked me up.
And the more,
but then you would feel it. You wouldn't taste it.
Yes, you feel it. You feel spice.
I don't like that.
Yeah. So like,
it's like getting maced.
And I do like spicy food. So feel me, like.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not getting.
But I'm just.
Yeah, it's really only between taste and smell.
Yeah.
All that
is dumb.
Hell no.
But yeah, for me, it would be taste. I just eat all healthy stuff. Be healthy as I can.
Nah,
you know.
I can't go for that.
I feel like personally.
But I ain't gonna lie, so we can't disappear without acting like we in the middle, like we're not in the middle of the playoffs. Like we gotta talk football real quick. we gotta jump into it because I know you've been saying. I know this weekend was fucking insane.
Oh my goodness.
And everything that I said would happen happened so gloriously. Ooh. Listen, shout out to Yo BTV Sports.
Yo BTV Sports.
Yo BTV Sports. Listen, man. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Hugo. Listen, I told him. We went and did a guest appearance on their podcast, and we told him what? I said, look, the Cowboys is gonna do all this good shit, and you know, they're just gonna gas y'all, because then the playoffs gonna come, and y'all gonna get embarrassed. And word for word, what I said
ball for ball
happened. They beat the Eagles like I said they would, and then they fucked around, went to the playoffs, and shit the bed. This is gonna be our Super Bowl. Enjoy this shit while it lasts. They go to the playoffs, first round. Ass whooping.
Yeah.
Grade A ass whooping.
Grade in all phases. And I what did I say on the show? I said the Cowboys are like QB zirconia. Looks like a diamond.
Shines like a diamond.
You can go to Claire's, get the iciest earrings.
$5.99.
$5.99. Guess what? For 2 weeks, the bitches is shining.
Shine like a bitch.
After that,
cloudy like a thunderous day.
I'm about to say the cumulus clouds come in, your ears start turning green. You feel me? September, November, November, December. Look at the Cowboys.
Now your ass need a tetanus
Guess
shot.
what? Guess what? January comes around. You see what's going on. Yo, they had 9 All-Pros.
Yo,
Packers had none.
Yo, bro, listen to me.
Packers had no.
First of all,
Pro Bowlers.
Listen, first, what I gotta say is though, shout out to Matt LaFleur and the whole staff over at the Green Bay Packers. I don't know what the fuck they got going on when they grade these drafts and how the fuck they figure this shit out. But Jordan Love is looking like the real deal. He's looking like a stud.
You got all right. So you got to break. We got to break down the Packers quarterbacks, right?
Okay.
So you got to realize for 30 plus years,
right?
They've only had 3 quarterbacks, 3 guys,
right?
2 Hall of Famers,
right?
And in all those instances, they do what a lot of teams are never willing to do. They chose a first-round quarterback when they had their franchise guy. Do you remember when Jordan Love got picked? When Aaron Rodgers was there, they're like, they needed to take a receiver.
And he was
everybody was so upset.
36.
Everybody was so upset that they chose Jordan Love in the first round.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of teams are willing to go get the quarterback now, cultivate him, let him sit behind a Hall of Famer for 3 or 4 years, and then when it's your time, it's your time. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a late first round pick.
Right.
When they had Brett Favre.
Right.
A lot of they are thinking they're playing chess. They're playing 10 years ahead.
Right.
A lot of teams are on what do I need now? Yeah. Not thinking about the future. A lot of teams are not going to make that move. A lot of teams are not going to make that investment or take that gamble.
Right, but I mean, let me say this though, because you know what they've got. There's been a certain level of luck because like coming out the draft, Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be a top 5 pick. You know, the fact that he was there at pick number 20 something was pure luck. Like it was sheer luck. Like they had no expectations for him to be there. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but that was a roll of the dice. They even got the chance to get him. You know, if they really wanted him and it was a diehard thing, they would have moved up to get him. You know,
Agreed.
But Then you got Jordan Love, another late first-round pick. They got lucky that he was there because who else came out in that draft? There was a bunch of people.
I forgot. Who was in
I think
draft.
that was the Zach Wilson draft or
might have been. That sounds about right.
Or Sam Donald draft. Either way, atrocious drafs. Fucking atrocious drafts. I don't know how the fuck they got so lucky that
That could have been
everybody.
a Josh Allen draft, I think.
Maybe. Wasn't Josh Allen's draft the same? No, hell no. Josh Allen's been in the league like 6 years, like 5-6 years already. Jordan Love's only on year 3, if I'm not mistaken. Or year 4.
Okay.
Regardless, he ain't been in the league as long as Josh Allen. I'll tell you that much. But neither here nor there, man. Packers, shout out to y'all. I don't know how the fuck y'all pulled this off. I don't even know how y'all got to the playoffs in the first place. Y'all made that happen. Shout out to LaFleur and all them boys down there. Cowboys, shout out to y'all because y'all just make my predictions look right.
Listen. Every year, this is an annually thing.
And you know what I love is that I hate the NFC, so I love to see the Eagles lose too. I don't give a flying fuck about the Eagles.
I don't like the Eagles either.
So the Eagles get embarrassed.
They
bro,
they lost 6 of 7.
But they
started the year 10. They were 10-1.
10-1. Best team in the NFL. And lost 6 of 7 games, including the playoff game, and sent them the fuck home.
Straight meltdown.
You did all that to play one more game than the Patriots, or one more game than the worst team in the league.
And lost to a quarterback that was competing for a starting job in the offseason.
Yo, bro.
In the preseason.
It's been a lot going on, though, because, like, in the midst of all this, Bill Belichick got fired high-key. They say he stepped down. He got fired, if you ask me. McCarthy's out of there. He's gone from the Cowboys.
So?
He's out of there. He's fucking out of there. What the fuck? He's been doing the same thing 3 years in a row. I think that's the 3rd year in a row. They won 12 games, lost in the first round. He's out of here. What are we doing?
But at the same time, those are the type of people that Jerry Jones wants. People he can control.
Is
he gonna bring in an alpha coach?
Jerry West might not make it to Friday. Jerry West too. But they both old as shit is what I'm getting at. They might not make it to Friday. He don't got time to bullshit. Go get Belichick. Go get Saban. I don't even fuck with Saban because Saban hasn't proven himself in the NFL. But go get Belichick, okay? Go get Belichick and pray for the best. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm Belichick, I'm either going to the Cowboys or I'm going to the Chargers. There's only 2 places to go. Everything the Falcons better stop it.
But see, the Bill Belichick's not used to answering anybody.
He don't got to answer to Jerry Jones. He'll slap the shit out of Jerry Jones.
But
they're the same age.
But he's not the GM. Feel me? The Cowboys have a GM. Is what I'm saying. He's not used to answering nobody.
No, I understand that, but listen, when you hire somebody like Bill Belichick, you get him and you get the fuck out of his way. And if you can't respect that, that's not the person you should hire. If you're looking for a legendary coach, all those coaches are going to be people you get the fuck out their way. You know what I'm saying? You get him, get out his way. If you go get Harbaugh, you get him, you get out his way.
I was about to say, and they're saying Harbaugh is probably going to come up to the NFL now.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Harbaugh's cool and all, but he hasn't proven what Bill has done. And I feel like what they need is that chokehold on them, like, yo, we're gonna run this shit like a military right now because y'all niggas is bugging. Half the team got their own podcast. Half the fucking team is running around wilding. They're like, what are y'all fucking doing?
They don't have. I don't think they'll have no alphas on that team. You feel me? They don't have no leaders. No real leaders.
And that's the problem. And that's the real problem. That's why you need somebody like Bill. I don't need a players coach. It's not what we need right now. We need somebody who's gonna run this shit like a dictatorship, all right?
No, you're right.
Run this shit like a military camp. It's the only way we're gonna make it. Because the Cowboys, bro, it's really sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was actually disappointing because I'd rather have seen them versus the Niners instead of the Packers and Niners.
Absolutely not.
Or you rather see the I
want to see them lose.
lose. Okay,
lose.
I feel that. I feel that.
I don't want to see them win nothing.
But like, come on, like I'm like, I love the Steelers. Don't get me wrong, but watching the Steelers Bills game, I'm damn near rooting for the Bills just because I want to see a better game. I don't want to see the Steelers play the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck for that because we're not going nowhere with Mason Rudolph. You feel me? Like, I want to see a good game. You know, I want to see.
We would have played the Ravens, and we always play the Ravens well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it gets. If we play, if we lose, I swear to God, the Steelers beat Lamar Jackson, bro. I'm no longer a Steelers fan. I will dead ass hate them. I will hate the fucking Steelers.
The only time he's ever won,
listen,
was against Duck Hodges in his career.
What?
Against the Steelers? Lamar.
What?
The only win he has against the Steelers.
You know what it is too? He be hurt, so like he might have missed a couple games. So there's no way in the last 5 years he's played the Steelers 10 times and he's only won one game.
I think he's like 1-8, something like that. You think I'm joking? Yeah, we always play him well.
So what you saying is?
Jackson.
So what you saying is?
Look it up.
What you saying is the Steelers might make it to the AFC Championship?
I mean, this is all legend because they already lost, but.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
They already lost.
I'm fucking tripping. Wait. So the Ravens play who?
The Texans. CJ Stroud.
Let's talk about CJ Stroud. Rookie quarterback. Got the Browns the fuck out of here. I had the Browns low key as one of my underdog, might make the Super Bowl kind of picks. I thought Flacco was gonna keep that. Yeah, Joe Flacco. I thought he was gonna be able to keep that run going.
Yeah, he had a nice run, but
he had a nice run, but them turnovers proved to be costly, and they ended up getting him the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
2 picks after them 2 pick sixes, they packed him up.
Yeah, it was over after that. But I mean, respectfully, look, CJ Stroud is looking like the real fucking deal.
With a nice young team too.
Yo, bro, that team.
But you got to realize they have top picks from all over.
Yeah. Facts. They have first round picks scattered all over the field. But to go from this, listen, man, Cleveland. I don't know what's going on in Cleveland, but they have a real fucking curse over them, bro. You know what it is to go give a quarterback that's 27 years old the most money you've ever goes guaranteed, the biggest contract ever, the biggest guaranteed contract ever, in Deshaun Watson. They get that motherfucker $240 million guaranteed, and he has been ass to the point where Joe Flacco played better than Joe Flacco in them 6 games had better 6 games than any game Deshaun Watson has played. I don't think he threw for over 300 yards more than one time in the last 15 games he's played for them.
You know what that is? Poverty franchise.
Poverty franchise? What do you mean?
Because the fact that they gave him all that money.
But it's bro, he was the real deal. Yeah. He came back. He's been ass. We got to call a spade a spade.
So happy.
Deshaun Watson has been garbage.
So happy.
I'm just rooting for the love of the game. I just want to see greatness.
Nah.
I was really anticipating them to be fucking dogs.
Not only am I not a Browns fan, but Deshaun Watson, all his allegations. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy he's flailed out. I'm so happy for him. So
you ain't shit, but I feel that.
I'm not shit.
I feel you.
I'm not shit.
I feel you though.
And for those who don't know who Deshaun Watson is, Deshaun Watson.
He likes to get jerked off. Okay,
is the one who has allegedly sexually assaulted 30 different masseuses.
Wasn't sexual assault, sexual misconduct. 2 different things. There's a difference between grab my penis and hey, you want to grab my penis? It's 2 different things.
I've heard different stories.
I'm just saying it's 2 different things.
I've heard different stories.
If it was assault, it would have been criminal charges. He was all under. These were all civil cases.
Civil. I mean, but criminal cases are hard to prove anyway.
I'm just saying though. It wasn't. I don't think the assault was ever the word being used. It was misconduct. It's 2 different things. It is. Robert Kraft got hit with misconduct for getting jerked off at the fucking massage parlor. You know what I'm saying?
But first of all, time out. Time out.
That's not R. Kelly. My man's out the game already. You know what I'm saying?
Time out. The facts, listen, and when you're an athlete, you normally have certain doctors you like to go to, certain massage therapists. The fact that you go to 30 different massage therapists, you got a problem.
In a year.
That's what I'm saying.
That's damn near one every week.
That's what I'm saying.
He's have changing a problem. Every 10 days.
That is that's freak shit. No, he's expeditiously horny.
Yeah. Expeditiously. He's definitely at the freak off.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, absolutely.
What the fuck
so he's one of them creepy crawlers. So fuck Deshaun Watson.
Damn,
I'm glad his
fuck Deshaun Watson now.
Absolutely.
It was just I'm happy he's losing though. Fuck that nigga. Okay.
Nah, he a weirdo creepo.
No, I respect that. I respect
it. Weirdo creepo. No, serial habitually.
I respect
it.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm under. I'm still. I got my thoughts, man. You know, listen,
you got your doubts.
Listen,
you think they?
Texas is not exactly the most racially equal state, if you get what I'm saying. Texas tends to have a lot of racism, okay?
Absolutely.
Hear me out.
You don't gotta tell me.
The Houston Texans, the biggest city in Texas, they got a lot of money, okay? Deshaun had a lot to do with their economy, right? Especially for 4 or 5 months that football is on. Had a lot to do with the economy. He wanted out. All of a sudden, 30 bitches come with this Me Too movement. All right? It was at the prime of a lot of Me Too movements, too. Okay. All I'm saying is, they wanted my son to fuck out of there. He wanted out of there. They said, bet, we going to make sure we fuck you over.
Okay.
I'm just saying, that could have been the case.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it was 30 bitches out of nowhere. 30 bitches out the wazoo talking about this nigga acting weird, he was creepy.
Can I retort?
Why you ain't say nothing before?
Can I retort?
Now he wants to lead the team. All these bitches want to say something.
Can I retort?
Of course.
If you're the owner of the team, what reason would you defame somebody you can get high trade value for? How does that make sense? That would literally lose out on your trade value, 1. And 2, it was a situation, allegedly, where the Houston Texans swept it under the rug. They knew what was going on, allegedly. They knew what was going on this whole time, swept it under the rug. And now you want out. Now they're like, we can't hide you from this anymore. But if your prized possession wants out, and you want it, and you're about to trade him, Why would you deframe the man so you can get less trade value from him? That doesn't even make sense from a business standpoint.
No, I see what you're saying.
It doesn't
for
even
sure.
make sense from a business standpoint.
But man, it's the NFL. They already knew. Listen, we about to take an L no matter what. People gonna pay no matter what for this. They knew that shit wasn't gonna stop nothing from the motherfucker getting paid. They said, "Watch what we do to you, Deshaun. Don't you fucking worry." And then they double back and said,
listen.
"Boom, C.J. Stroud." Now the Texans is looking lit. Texas is looking like they got another 10, 15 years of this shit.
I love my people. I ride out for my people. But when you dead wrong, you dead wrong, and I'm gonna call you out.
Nah,
that's my thing. He can,
and I respect it. But we completely veered away from football real quick because I just thought about we started talking about allegations and assaults.
But no, but the background knowledge was necessary.
No, it is for sure.
And yeah, and I'm happy. He's baiting up, and hopefully he continues. Hopefully he continues.
Listen, so I mean, I don't know, man. C.J. Stroud versus the Ravens. I want to know, what are your thoughts? You got Texans or Ravens?
Realistically, I probably got the Ravens winning that game, but I'm definitely rooting for the Texans.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm terrified of that young man.
Yo, CJ, because
he's the truth.
He's dotting them up, like,
bro. He's the truth.
And I didn't see this coming.
Every pressure situation. I hate Ohio State quarterbacks. I thought he was gonna be ass, bro. He's the truth.
I know.
It's disgusting.
Out of nowhere too.
His reads, everything he's doing
and
is
and it's funny because he's the second overall pick, Bryce Young.
Yeah, I feel bad for Bryce Young.
And it's funny because the Texans would have chosen Bryce Young if they had the number one pick.
Right. And that's fucked up.
But Bryce Young, he was a rookie. He I feel like Texans would have been a better situation. You feel me?
Yeah. Because the Panthers is fucking garbage.
But yeah, I definitely got probably the Ravens winning that one. But I'm definitely gonna be rooting for the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, honestly, it's looking like the Super Bowl is for the Niners to lose. That's what it looks like. Because even though the Ravens had beat the Niners, I feel like for them to beat them twice in a matter of like 6-7 weeks, it ain't gonna happen. Like I feel like you're at a disadvantage when you've already beat the team. Because to beat them twice is so difficult.
That's hard.
You know?
Yeah.
But then again, you come in with the confidence. The confidence is everything. But there's a difference between playing and being like, all right, we just got to redo what we did. And from the Niners side, like, okay, we just make sure we don't do what we did and correct the things that we did wrong. I just feel like you're at a more advantage when you know, like, all right, we got to play better. Like, and the other team is like, oh, we already played our best. Even though the Ravens do have Mark Andrews coming back, which is going to be a really big. But also, I feel like Mark Andrews is a lot of the reason why his presence. Actually, his lack of presence, being that he was sitting down on the bench from injury, it opened up the offense and a lot more distributing was going on. All of a sudden, Lamar's throwing for 260, he's throwing for 250 instead of the 190. Right.
Isaiah Likely's a dog. They got dogs.
They got some dogs, but it's hard to have dogs when you got to throw the ball to Mark Andrews 12, 14 times because he deserves them kind of targets because he's that guy. But it's like, when you got to make him the focal point, it kind of just narrows your offense as opposed to like, who the fuck the ball gonna go to? And we don't know, but we got a bunch of playmakers.
They got a lot of playmakers. I think what the Ravens lack is a premier pass rusher. They don't get to the quarterback as well as they should.
And that's gonna be the problem because I'm telling you, that boy CJ.
Yeah, he's different.
I'm telling you, man, that boy CJ.
He's different. He's different out there.
I don't know what the fuck he got going on, bro, but that's not an NFL rookie.
It's funny because everyone was like, wow, like they went from Deshaun Watson to him, and it's like, wow, like that transition.
Right. And I mean, but don't get me wrong, Deshaun Watson
a dog
was a fucking dog. I wouldn't necessarily say CJ Stroud is better than him yet.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying like the transition, like it was,
yeah. I mean, it's similar to the
Watson
package.
Was a dog.
It's similar to the package. You go from one dog to another, But I mean, it's looking spooky. Who you got as your Super Bowl pick?
My actual pick, or who I think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
which one?
Both.
Honestly, I got the Bills and I got the San Fran.
The Bills.
I got the Bills.
Okay.
Because the difference between this Bills team and the past Bills teams is they can run the ball. they can run the ball.
I'm not mad at that.
Cook be back there cooking. So it's not just on Josh Allen and his arm.
Yeah. Josh Allen be cooking too.
Yo,
that motherfucker go run. Josh Allen became the white Cam Newton, son.
Yo, he really is.
I don't know what's going on.
He's like 250.
He's 6'5", 250.
Back there, Boogie.
AK, get the fuck out my way. Get the fuck out my way.
But that's the difference between years past is they've had a pedestrian run game, and this year they can take pressure off Josh Allen by running the ball. They're not depending on him to throw the ball 40 times a game anymore. They can play They can play in the cold weather. You feel me? Whatever weather. And not only that is they're later on in the season. You notice they're not as Stephon Diggs heavy.
Yo, and I hate that because they fucked up every parlay I've put in the last 8 weeks.
But what I'm saying is they're not
ruining my parlays.
They're not overly dependent on him in order. So they took the pressure off Diggs and Josh
Allen, right? And which ultimately turns into a little less turnovers because Josh Allen being so turnover.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm gonna be honest. There's a young man in that playoff run right now by the name of Patrick Mahomes.
Okay,
and as much as I say it's for the Niners to lose, as long as that young man Patrick is there, there's a will, there's a way. I ain't gonna lie, I got Patrick Mahomes to the Super Bowl. Okay. That's what I'm going with. Even though I'm saying the Niners lose, I'm taking Pat. Okay. I'm taking Pat for the Super Bowl.
It's hard to bet against that, man.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, Bills Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs.
Obviously. I got Chiefs 21-17. You know what I'm saying? 21-17. That shit's gonna listen. Shout out to the Bills. That shit's gonna be cute. But y'all know what the fuck going on.
Okay.
It's the GOAT. And the Chiefs defense is looking better than they've ever looked.
I was about to say.
They always turn up in the playoffs. But they looking better than ever the whole season.
They have this year they're a lot better on they're less pressure on Mahomes because McDuffie's a stud, feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Chris Jones is in the middle. Like they got
their last year's draft was actually a really, really successful draft, whether people realize it or not.
They got some pieces.
I mean, these last couple years these last like 3 years for a draft have been crazy.
I also think
look at the Jets, look at the Seahawks, look at the
you're right.
Like look at the Chiefs. I'm trying to think. Look at the Texans. Like these last couple years, man, a lot of teams have changed their franchise in a matter of 2 drafts, and that's not normal.
That's not normal at all.
You know what I'm saying? That's not normal for teams rookies and second-year players to just overhaul, turn up a team to these points.
Look at the Packers.
Right. The Packers are the youngest team in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
On average age-wise, they were the youngest team in the NFL, and they look at where they are right now. It's insane.
I think another.
Look at the Cowboys. You always got to mention the Cowboys when it comes to the drafts. I ain't gonna lie, they're the best drafted franchise.
Doesn't matter. Empty calories. Empty calorie deck.
Empty calories.
Empty calories. That's all it is. Empty calories. Another team don't sleep on is the Lions. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the Lions cool, but I think they got that curse over them too, man. I fuck with Jared Goff, but I think I've seen them get exposed too many times.
They got a whole lot of weapons.
I see them get beat down by the Bears. I can't trust them.
That's a division game. You can't go by
I know, but
that's a division game.
I know, but
you can't go by division games.
Who they playing next?
Lions play the...
if it's not the Niners, it's the... Who beat the Eagles?
Bucks.
Oh, Bucks.
Lions.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Baker though, man.
I don't fuck with Baker.
I love Baker. I ain't gonna lie, I fucks with Baker.
Not a Baker fan.
I'm a big Baker fan.
Not a Baker fan.
I feel like I've been saying too, like, man, we gotta stop. You gotta stop acting like Baker ain't been in fucked up predicaments. You know what I'm saying? He was on the fucking Browns, dog. Who's made it from the Browns? Who the fuck? Derek Anderson is their last Pro Bowl quarterback.
That's bad teams.
You know what I'm saying?
Derek Anderson is crazy.
2007 Derek Anderson. Like, come on, son. Like that was an anomaly. That was a fluke. That was a fluke. You feel me?
But yeah, I got either the Lions or the Niners coming out of the West. I mean the West, the NFC.
The Niners or the Lions? Yeah, I think it's Niners. Niners. I think I see Niners as Chiefs.
Okay.
Niners, Chiefs with the win. Respectfully.
Okay.
That's all I see. Cause I ain't gonna lie,
man. As long as the Ravens lose, I'll be happy. Everybody else can win.
I love Lamar. Like if it's not Pat gonna win, I want Lamar to win the Super Bowl. Like
absolutely not.
Yeah, I need Lamar to win the Super Bowl.
Absolutely not.
If Lamar wins the Super Bowl, Lamar wins the Super Bowl, he's the greatest black quarterback of all time. Like, I don't think it's even close. Like he's the greatest. Two MVPs before 26. Never had a losing season. his record.
So we're not counting as Patrick Mahomes is black. I'm assuming you're not.
I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't.
I already knew you were.
I wasn't. Damn.
I already knew by that statement you were.
I wasn't. That shit went right over my head.
I already knew.
Okay. All right.
You talking about niggas?
Yeah.
You talking about niggas?
You don't know what the fuck I mean. Patrick Mahomes out riding around with fucking braids. Like, come on, son. Bust down chains. He don't got Kodak on his mentions on Instagram.
Yeah, okay.
The fuck? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Cam Newton, fucking Steve McNair, Doug Williams, motherfucking Don McNabb, motherfucking Michael Vick, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Randall Cunningham can never be forgotten. Dante Culpepper. Like, I'm talking about,
Cordell Stewart, shout out my boy.
Yeah, shout out Cordell's garbage, though. No disrespect, but when we can't compare him to any niggas, just put him up. You know, Cordell's like Seneca Wallace. Like, nigga, get him out of here. Like, if you know, you know.
You putting no, you can't. If you're not putting Patrick Mahomes in, you can't put Russell Wilson in there either.
How? Oh,
what you mean how?
Russell Wilson black though. He black.
But you talking about
Pat look fake. Puerto Rican or something.
We talk about niggas.
Yeah. Okay.
You go put,
okay. Damn, you got me thinking. Damn.
Like.
Man, what I can say is shout out to the black quarterback, man. Just because, like, bro, really though, as kids, there was like 3. Now the whole league black. The whole league is black, son.
Right.
It's like 4. It's like 4 Tom Brady type quarterbacks left.
How many white quarterbacks in the playoffs? 4. I think it's 4-4.
4-4.
Yeah, because you got Baker, Josh Allen, Jared Goff,
Brock Purdy,
and then you got Lamar, CJ,
Patrick
Mahomes, and for the Packers, Jordan Love. So it's 4-4.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yep. That's insane.
Half the quarterbacks left are black.
I'll give it to him. Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think Lamar's gonna go down as one of the greatest. Well, obviously one of the greatest black quarterbacks, but depends on if we put Patrick Mahomes in. Yeah, it's about who we put.
Patrick is gonna be the greatest quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
Period.
I agree.
Period. He doesn't need no more success, and he will go down.
I agree.
As probably the greatest.
I think he's best.
He's for sure had the greatest 5-year run. Like, I mean. Sheesh. Yeah, nobody can compare to that. Some people are saying that the Chiefs need another Super Bowl to get to be a dynasty. I don't think so.
No, this is about to be his first road playoff game in his career.
That says something. That says something. That says a lot.
He's always played at home. Always played at Arrowhead.
Yeah,
but no. I respect Lamar. But fuck him.
I respect Lamar, but fuck him.
He's a likable guy, which hurts me.
Yeah. That's the thing. I love him.
That's how I felt about Tom Brady. Like, he's very likable. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that he's so likable.
I feel that though. Where it's like fuck all that.
And speaking of great quarterbacks, and what set Tom Brady apart is his mindset. Mindset is different than a lot of these quarterbacks.
100%. Him taking in pay cuts is what always made me realize he was different.
He's different. He's a different breed. Now, Tom Brady as a quarterback is never gonna do too much. He's never gonna go and throw you out the game.
Right.
Guess what? If it's a low scoring game, sometimes 2 first downs and putting the ball is a great decision. We play in field position.
Right.
Check downs there, I'm gonna hit it. You feel me? He's not gonna go press and throw the ball downfield. Right. He's cerebral in the mind. He's not gonna try to play superhero. Right. He's not gonna try to play superhero.
Yeah.
He was in a position we never had to. You know, he had a great kicker and a great defense, but at the same time, his mindset is different than a lot of other quarterbacks who are immensely more talented than him. No, it was his mindset. It was that put him over the edge.
No, yeah, 100%. And a lot of the greatest quarterbacks, one of their greatest parts and the worst parts would be that they were gunslingers, like a Brett Favre. He's a gunslinger. You know, he's gonna go try to make that big play, but you might die on that hill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at fucking
Yep.
Oh, shit, you can name them all for real, because I mean, like Josh Allen, he'll win you the game, but he'll also lose it. Dak, he'll win you the game, but he'll definitely lose it for you.
Tom Brady would never put the ball in harm's way.
Yep.
But he would also take accountability. Yeah. I feel like a lot of quarterbacks don't take accountability.
Yeah.
If he throws the ball over the middle and it's a bad ball, and it's a hospital ball, he'll take accountability for that. He won't say you should have caught that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what separates the upper echelon is the little things. Is putting the ball in stride, putting the ball out of harm's way, so your receiver doesn't get killed. And guess what? He said in an interview, if I saw my receiver open, he was going to get killed, I'm not going to throw it to him. It different.
Right.
Different
Because
mind.
we might need him the rest of the season.
That's what I'm saying. different mindset, and it shows in his accolades. It shows it showed he's had playoff performances where he didn't play well and they won the game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Super Bowl versus the Rams. That shit was garbage.
There was 10-7.
Yeah, that was the fucking worst thing I ever watched.
But at the same time, he had the luxury where he could afford to do that.
Right.
Now, could Drew Brees ever do that? No. If he didn't throw for 253 touchdowns a game, they weren't winning.
Yeah,
352. His defense was horrible. Yeah. So Tom Brady's mindset, yes, but he also had the team around him where he was able to do that. You feel me?
Yeah, man. So in other news, though, outside of sports, I don't know if you've been checking, but there's in the music industry. So Diddy and Diageo, if I'm not mistaken, Diddy and Diageo. Diageo was the alcohol company.
The alcohol company for Ciroc and
everything else.
No. But I'm talking about Diddy was affiliated with.
I know it was
Ciroc and it wasn't Duce. It was De Leon.
De Leon, right. It was Ciroc and De Leon. So apparently they came to an agreement. You know, they ended up settlement. Yeah, they came to a settlement, and Diddy was also invited to the Grammy. So I don't know how many people Diddy's been paying off right now, but shit seems to like slowly starting to like calm down, maybe. But this is all before shit goes to court.
He's done.
Yeah, but, he's done.
But what I realized is what Cassie did is she didn't just sue. I don't know if you noticed, she didn't just sue Diddy. She also sued his companies as well because she was an employee. So she sued as an employee to an employer.
Wow.
And now when you do that, now it kicks up their liability insurance. So think about let's say you get in a car accident and you have Geico, right? And let's say you get in a car accident, and after all that, Geico says they're going to pay out. And you're like, no, it wasn't my fault. They were like, well, we already did our investigation. We're going to pay out. So now once you're an employer, the employer, it doesn't matter what Diddy wants. It's their insurance company. That's who paid Cassie out. And not only that is they're in a position that'll say, wow, this man's a liability. We're not going to renew your insurance if he's still on the board. So that's a lot of times you see people step down from the boards and stuff because they have to. They won't get renewed insurance, and a lot of insurance companies not going to touch them. If he's still involved in the company in any direction of the company, they have to step down.
That's why you got the fuck out of Revolt.
That's what I'm saying. So not only, but she could do that because she was an artist. She was technically an employee. Yeah, so she sued not only him as an individual, but she sued all of his companies as well. So now it took it out of Diddy's hands. Now it's above him. Now it doesn't even matter what Diddy says. That's why she got her settlement, because it wasn't Diddy who paid. It was the insurance companies who were like, listen, we look at all this. We're paying out. I don't care what you say. And
so that's how she got that.
That's how she got it
so quick.
Yep, that's how she got it so quick. It wasn't Diddy. It came out of the insurance for his companies. But that's what happens when you're employer. She didn't sue as an individual. That was smart. She was smart by doing that.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Now it's bigger than Diddy, and whatever you say, we don't care. Yeah. We're looking at all the evidence. We're paying out. We don't care what you say. And I'm not saying this happened. Oh yeah, by the way, they're gonna talk to everybody on the board. He can't be a member of the future of this company, or else we're not gonna renew their insurance.
No, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So yeah, it's his credibility. He's done. His credibility is and like I've been saying, it's been a long time coming, bro. It's been murmurs for years and years, and everybody in Hollywood knows. You laughing?
No,
but
I'm only laughing because I can tell how much you really don't fuck with Diddy.
I don't.
The same way you was just about to shit on. The same way you was about to body Deshaun Watson. It's like you had the same energy for Diddy.
Like
sure,
I said, listen, I love my people. I will die on the hill for my people. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care. Speaking of, I hate notions where when people be like, you want to tear down a black-owned business, you want to turn a black. Listen, wrong is wrong. I don't care what 100%. You look like. Feel me? I want to support my people. I want to see my people do well. But if you're doing wrong, then you're wrong. I don't care what color you are. 100%. You feel me? People want to use that blackness as a shield to allow certain behaviors or certain things to happen just because I don't care who you are. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. I don't 100%. And Diddy has had it coming for a long time. Like it's been an out loud secret in Hollywood. Everybody knows it. Yeah. Everybody has different stories, and everybody knows it. Yeah, everybody knows it. Sure. Now it really hits the fan.
Yeah. Shit has been crazy, but I mean, sticking to the music world. I don't know if you saw Mos Def.
Oh,
Mos Def. So he was doing an interview.
Yes.
People who don't know Mos Def. Mos Def's a legendary local rapper from like the late '90s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? He's honestly more legendary than me for making this transition from music to acting. But
he was before our era.
Yeah, but you can't name one Mos Def song.
That's okay.
No, it's not okay. What I can say is, I remember a movie. I can name a couple movies he was in, but
his era was before our era, though. Feel me?
But I be paying attention. I be knowing, and Mos Def. I think he had. I forgot what song he had with Kanye that was all right, but I know him and Kanye did a lot of work together. But neither here nor there. So Mos Def comes out and they ask him about Drake, and he says Drake is not hip hop. He's pop. I want to know, what are your thoughts on that? Because Drake came back, he clapped back in the most 2024 way possible. He put up a meme of Method Man explaining hip hop and how hip hop has no size, colors.
He brought the archives out.
He brought the archives out, and it really made sense because it made Mos Def look like a hater. But I want to hear your opinion on it. Do you feel like Drake is hip hop or not hip hop?
I think that Drake is very versatile. I think he transcends a lot of genres. You feel me? Drake, we can throw on rapping Drake. We can throw on singing Drake. We can throw on pop Drake. I think
we can throw on Dembo Drake.
That's what
Jamaican Drake.
That's what I'm saying. Dubstep Drake. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think that Drake has a lot of different sounds, and he has a lot of projects that are bars. You feel me? Straight bars. You feel me? We can throw on old school Drake where he was straight rapping. But I feel like Drake has, I talked about this before, he has a good job of positioning himself in different genres, and it works for him. A lot of people, they can't stray outside of their niche community, or they can't stray outside of their niche sound where, you can't do too much. But Drake transcends it. I think he's an artist. I don't think he has a label on hip hop. I don't think he has a label on R&B. I don't think he has a label on pop. I think he's just an artist who puts out music.
I think, so you pretty much just said he's not. You pretty much just said he is pop.
No, he's pop. He's R&B.
Right,
he's hip hop.
He's everything. Okay.
You feel me? Does he not have R&B songs?
You know what? But my thing is, yes, he does have R&B.
That's
songs.
what I'm saying.
But
he has all songs.
You know what I think is? I think hip hop is one of those genres. It is the only genre where it's like a chameleon. It could blend into anything. You take a sample, put it into a hip hop sample. How is it not this too? You listen to Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. How is it not also country? You know, you listen to most of these Dembo, these Spanish songs. How is that not hip hop? Is a hip hop cadence, a hip hop rhythm? They dance in hip hop. They look hip hop. How is that not hip hop? Just because they got a little bit of that Spanish influence, that's not reggaeton, nigga. Reggaeton is hip hop, whether people see it or not. That's hip hop. Like, like you listen to even some Afro beats. There's hip hop in that. It's like that. Hip hop has that where it's like. So I'm not even just saying Drake is everything. Hip hop is everything. So hip hop can put everything into a mix. It takes R&B and mixes it in there all the time. You know, half the hip hop songs is singing choruses with rapping during the verses.
Now I agree with what you're saying, but if you take those hip hop tracks, the hip hop artist is normally not the one singing on the chorus, but Drake is. You feel me? Like you might have a feature with somebody singing on it, but the rapper is.
But regardless,
on
the whole thing itself, whole song itself is a hip hop song.
I see what you're saying.
You know, even just because somebody that singing on a chorus doesn't mean it's not hip hop. So it's like you can't try to define hip hop and be like, what, you just want it to be rappity rap, because it hasn't been that for so long now.
Boom bam bop.
It hasn't been that. It hasn't been that in ages.
It really hasn't.
You know, and even like when you go talking about Diddy, you go back to all the samples Diddy did where he's sampling the Isley Brothers, he's sampling the Gap Band, he's sampling all these. It's like those weren't hip hop, but he made it hip hop. He's Cheryl Underwood. He samples everybody and made it your favorite songs. And it's like hip hop's been a thing where you can't even define it. You can't define it. And nowadays, shit, after 50 years of this shit, I can't even tell you what hip hop looks like, because shit, a motherfucker might look like Jack Harlow, a motherfucker might look like Lil Uzi, a motherfucker might look like Iggy Azalea.
You're right.
They all hip hop.
You're right. You're right.
I don't even know what the shit look like no more.
You're right. Or even what's her name? Damn.
Because at one point, hip hop was all gangster.
That's what I'm saying.
When we was kids, hip hop was straight
even
gangster.
Doja Cat, feel me?
Right, like hip hop was straight gangster, like for real. Like if you was a rapper, there had to be some gangster element to you or some hardcore element to you. We're not even doing it. Look at Logic, rapping about
or
emotions.
Not only that, all you had to do was dance. Feel me?
That too.
The Laffy Taffy. You feel me?
Dancing was damn near the beginning of hip hop too. Break dancing. And all that shit was the beginning.
You said R era.
Right.
You had the soldier. You feel me?
Yeah.
You had,
without that shit, you needed all that part of it. And I mean, like, yeah, when you talk about Drake in cases, all of that shit. The Tootsie slide, the fucking everything. Like,
I think Drake is an artist, and I think he transcends hip hop. He's part of hip hop.
So all I know is safe to say, Mos Def is a hater.
Absolutely.
Well, he came off as a hater.
That
was some hater shit.
I think he came off as a hater because, I think it just sounds like hating to me.
Yeah,
it sounds like hating, and like you said, hip hop's no one thing, and I feel like, Drake is just so transcendent. He does a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And like I was saying before, when it comes to verses, Drake, you could have 20 Drake songs with just bars. You could have 20 Drake songs with just arm. Like, which songs you gonna pick? Do you want rapping Drake? You want to say like he's so versatile.
I really think about the way hip hop impacted everything, man. It's crazy to see, like, bro. Now there's this thing coming out right now. I don't know if you know about it. There's like Mexican country drill. I promise you. And the thing is, I can't stop listening to this shit. This shit fire. Bro, it sounds like mariachi music, but they talking some gangster shit, bro. Go on YouTube and look up Chino Pacas. Chino Pacas. Chino, you said it perfectly. Chino Pacas.
Come on.
Yo, bro. Listen, that boy be talking that shit. But if you watch his, it sounds like mariachi music, but I promise you, if you understood what he was saying, you'll be like, what did that nigga just, like, he talking about beheading niggas, he talking about getting into shootouts, they talking about some gangster shit now, and then you watch the videos, it looked like a drill video. It's a bunch of little niggas running around with guns in the camera. I'm like, yo, hip hop is crazy. Like, no matter how you want to put it, bro, like it's been a reoccurring theme in life and since the beginning of time. Black culture has to get emulated. People just love it. It's the most attractive. It's the most fascinating. Yeah. It's the most influential. Like,
in the world,
and it's not even close. You go to China and Japan, these motherfuckers is breakdance. These niggas is Jabberwockies and shit in the Philippines. Like,
yo, go to Japan. They got dreads.
Yo, bro,
they putting dreads in their hair.
It's amazing, though.
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing. Like, and I love to see it because I'm seeing it all matched up. I know a lot of people look at it and be like, oh, it's culture appropriation. I believe that's the word they use for. Like, oh, it's not right, and you doing this and that. It's like, yo, how can you be mad at somebody for clearly being in love with this shit? Yeah, they ain't doing it to disrespect it. They doing it because it's the influence and that's the shit they thought was cool. You know what I mean? They dress like that, they talk like that, they dance like that, they pull guns out like that, they sing like that, they rap about that because they thought it was cool too. Like, it's fucking amazing, man. And I blame Chief Keef for the fact that Chief Keef somehow inspired Mexican fucking mariachi drill is crazy. I don't care what nobody tells me. That shit stemmed from Chief Keef. Shout out to Chief Keef. Shout out to Chicago, Chief Sosa. Rest in peace to everybody that died out there in this cause.
Man, you said 50 years of hip hop, and I like the fact that, you know, music or culture is so influential. It's just my problem stems from, in 50 years, what do we have to show for it?
I mean, don't do that. There's a lot of generational wealth has been through hip hop. How many families have been, even though you hate Diddy. Look at the whole Simmons, the Russell Simmons, their whole family. Look at Leo Cohen. I mean, not Leo Cohen. Kevin Lyles, and look at the 300 boys.
I see what you're saying. That's not what I'm talking about. You're talking about individualism. I'm talking about as a community.
As a community, it gave so many people the opportunity to become rich.
I'm talking about individualism. I'm talking about as a community.
It's been detrimental, but at the same time, it's also been a positive.
What structures have we built? Backpack giveaways. You know what I mean? Turkey giveaways. That's not really doing anything to actually change what's going on in our communities. You feel me?
You know what it is too. We're just now touching that age where this is the new era where there is 1,000 new rappers that are successful. There is 10,000 successful rappers.
There is.
Give this 10, 15, 20 years. All those rappers that are young, dumb, and waving guns, they're going to mature. They're going to age. And in about 10, 15 more years, you'll see the difference that I'm talking about. Give it some time.
I would hope so. And we don't. And 50 years of hip hop, and we also don't own anything. We also don't own music.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And unfortunately, I know we got to wrap up.
We got to wrap. But my thing is that in 50 years, the billions of dollars generated,
right?
I don't see an outcome which has been beneficial. I see more of a detriment overall.
Really?
Absolutely.
I can see where
the culture. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's not, I don't think it's even close.
You be split down the middle. I can see where you be split down the middle. I think that's an argument we're gonna have for a whole episode.
And you're talking about, yes, there are successful individuals,
right,
in the 50 years of hip hop.
Cinco, 50 years is not a long time.
It's not
bro.
a long time.
50 years ago was the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
The white people that you're talking about that run everything, they've been doing this shit for 100 years before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes time.
I agree.
And they had their shit together from the jump from other industries when they jumped into the music and controlled that. Give motherfuckers 50 more years.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying I don't see the cost. I look at the cost benefit, the billions of dollars generated versus what has been given out of the billions of dollars generated.
The millions of lives lost attributed to music and
I just don't see a positive outcome as far as the cost benefit, the money, the influence that goes into it, and what's going on today. That's all I'm saying. I think
I'm trying to find the bright light because everything you're saying makes a lot of sense. You're right. At the end of the day, when I think about it, you're right. It's been a lot of detrimental, and it definitely has. It's only going to help continue the cycle of negativity. It's just going to a continuous cycle of bigging up poverty and bigging up crime and bigging up gangs
while the ones who are doing that are getting rich. That's not a positive thing for the community. That's individualism. You feel me?
Give it some time, man.
All right, I see what you're saying.
I think everything doubles back, and I think everything goes full circle, and that boom bap shit is on its way back. That conscious rap, that fight the power shit is on its way back. It's just gonna take a really detrimental time in America. I've been saying this. The shit is gonna go to shit. The race war is coming. All that shit is coming, and this shit's gonna regrow itself like it always has, bro. It's history. History repeats.
History absolutely repeats itself. And like I said, don't get me wrong. There's been a lot of good stuff, but it's been that's a microeconomic level. I'm looking at it from a macroeconomic level. I'm looking at a grand scale of things.
I see what you're saying.
You feel me?
But on that note, man, episode 96, man, we appreciate everybody's been tuning in. I know we jumped into 3 major topics pretty much for the whole episode, but we appreciate y'all, everybody tuning in, man.
Though.
Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, do all that.
Thank you guys so much.
YouTube, man. Thank y'all, and it's the Free Jazz Podcast, man, episode 96, and we are gone. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. 11:04.